The election verdict for this season of polls towards the end of 2023 is pretty much out, and it is decisive in every which way. If exit polls were pointing to a 2:2 win, with 2 states out of the 5 going to BJP and 2 going to Congress, that's not what we've seen on counting day. It's a 3-0 win for the BJP as far as the Hindi Heartland states are concerned, and the Congress is all set to come to power in the state of Telangana. So first, before I go through the takeaways of what this election means for 2024 Lok Sabha elections and for the markets, policy stability, etc., let's just quickly take you through what has happened. So the BJP is all set to be back in Madhya Pradesh. They have ruled that state for 20 years under Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the chief minister, except for one gap of a few months when the Congress had come to power in 2018, then the state was wrested back. Despite that, the BJP will be coming back to power with a huge majority for a record 5th term in the state of Madhya Pradesh. This is going to be seen as a big positive for the markets because it's telling you that pro-incumbency is something that the BJP can pull off, and Madhya Pradesh really proves that point. In Rajasthan, the BJP is set to come to power, and that state flips between Congress and BJP every 5 years, but with good numbers, and that is going to be key. In Chhattisgarh, the Congress was expected to retain the state, but the BJP is set to come into power even in Chhattisgarh. So that will be something that the markets will be looking out for. In Telangana, as polls have predicted, the Congress is set to form the government for the first time since that state was formed. So what are the big takeaways that this election result is telling us? One, the Indian voter knows exactly what she wants. Gone seem to be the days of hung houses, and in all of these 4 states you have a clear verdict one way or the other. It's not a split verdict. That means resort owners won't have too much of business for the next few days. There are no MLAs to ship around. It's very clear which way the vote is going. So whether it's Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan for the BJP or Telangana for the Congress, no halfway mark over there or no ambiguity over there. Secondly, the 3-0 win for the BJP in the Hindi Heartland exceeds expectations. It exceeds what the polls had predicted, and it exceeds what the stock markets had factored in. So you might see some impact of that when trade opens on Monday as well. Thirdly, the BJP win in Chhattisgarh is a very big positive surprise. So that's telling you that the double engine Sarkar motto is perhaps resonating with voters, even though Bhupesh Baghel, the chief minister of Chhattisgarh until now from the Congress party, had done a lot of welfare schemes. The BJP's promise is really working for voters as well, because this was a state where the Congress was expected to be strong and retain that seat. The Congress win in Telangana reinforces this theory that there is a north-south divide when it comes to voter preferences, and that follows in from the Congress win in Karnataka earlier this year. So the BJP presence in southern India is getting more and more limited, although here I do have to add that the number of seats that the BJP will end up with in Telangana is a substantial increase from last time around, and of course we'll have to wait for that final mark to settle to see exactly what it means. Let's talk about then the big question. What does this mean for 2024? Which is why we were all watching this so closely. It's just a few months away from the 2024 election. The stage is set for the return of the BJP under Prime Minister Modi in 2024 if you go by the voting patterns over here. Investors, especially foreign investors sitting with money on the sidelines waiting to see what will happen, will get more comfort from these state election results to decide whether they want to get in now on the India story. They don't really need to wait for May 2024 anymore. So in terms of direction, well, these state polls tells you that the BJP is very strong in the Hindi Heartland, from where most of the seats for the Lok Sabha emerge from.